He is universally worshipped as the psychedelic voodoo child who literally set the guitar world on fire. But the most terrifying moment of Jimi Hendrix's career happened entirely off stage. In September 1969, he was actually kidnapped by the New York mafia. He was held hostage for 2 days in a Manhattan apartment and was only released when his notoriously shady manager, Michael Jeffery, mysteriously rescued him, an event many music historians now believe Jeffery secretly orchestrated himself just to scare Hendrix into obedience and secure his contract. Before he was a rock god, a young Jimi Hendrix was given a choice by a Seattle judge after being caught riding in stolen cars: go to prison or join the military. He chose the 101st Airborne Division, but he absolutely hated Army life. To get out of his 3-year commitment early, Hendrix regularly visited the base psychiatrist and eventually claimed he was hopelessly in love with one of his squad mates. The military, strict with its regulations at the time, immediately granted him an honorable discharge for homosexual tendencies. In 1964, Hendrix was a struggling session musician playing in Little Richard's touring backing band, the Upsetters. Little Richard was an absolute tyrant about being the center of attention. He strictly fined his band members if they wore anything that drew the eye. Hendrix, incapable of blending in, kept showing up in loudly colored ruffled shirts and occasionally played his guitar with his teeth. Furious at being upstaged, Little Richard fired him, forcing Hendrix to hitchhike back to New York. The defining visual of the 1960s counterculture image is Hendrix kneeling over his burning Fender Stratocaster at the 1967 Monterey Pop Festival. However, Hendrix loved his favorite black Stratocaster too much to destroy it. Right before the fiery climax of Wild Thing, he secretly swapped his main guitar for a much cheaper, hastily painted Fiesta Red Stratocaster. He smashed and burned the decoy, saving his beloved primary instrument for the rest of the tour. Despite writing some of the most complex, boundary-pushing music of the 20th century, Hendrix couldn't read a single note of sheet music. Instead, he likely experienced a form of synesthesia, associating specific sounds with specific colors. In the studio, he would try to communicate his vision to his backing band and producers by asking them to make a certain chord sound purple or demanding that a rhythm track feel more dark blue.